Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at the SBDL104, otherwise known as the Seiko and Beams collaborative model for the Speedtimer, the solar Speedtimer. Alright, let's take a look. So right outside here, you'll see it says Beams, and this is the price in Japanese yen. Take it out of the sleeve here. So the outer box, very nice in silver writing, says Seiko, Prospex X, and then Beams. Really cool company to do a collab with. So this is the watch box. It's a nice gold tone, and it says Beams right there, same as on the outer box. And this is a JDM watch only, limited to 300 pieces. So you get the Japanese guaranteed warranty card and the instructions manual as well. So let's open it up. It says Beams down there as well. And there it is, guys. So cool. I like this color combo because it kind of gives you a retro Daytona vibe, and it just reminds you of the watches from the 80s and the 90s. Two-tone gold and silver or gold and steel. Reminds me of that so much. Let's take it off this little pillow. Perfect dimensions. Nice gold tone to the pushers and the crown. And you can see this two-tone theme going all the way around the bracelet. Not on the clasp though, that stays full steel. So this is a full steel watch. The gold is just color, which is honestly why I like it. I typically don't buy gold watches, and I try to stay away from even gold colored watches. Technically gold is a soft metal, so it doesn't really sit right with me that a tool watch would have it versus like a dressy watch. Being as hardcore as I am, I just kind of like the feeling and look of steel and just the thought of it. This one just spoke to me because I really liked how it looked kind of vintage and just thought the collaboration was really cool. So this is the solar Speedtimer. So you can see like the solar panel plating right there in the sub registers. You get gold hands and indices as well. Well, gold tone, I should say, but very cool. And on the case back, you can see it says Seiko and the Prospex logo and then Beams. And this is a Prospex watch. So this is a professional sport chronograph, which is nice because it's the first time we get a collab on a watch, which is like a proper sports professional watch versus a Sport 5, which is a sport or dive style watch. So we actually get a professional spec chronograph here, which is really nice. Really nice polishing on the sides, beveled edges. Really cool. I really like this one, guys. And here's the Prospex hang tag. You guys want to see it with the price right there after incorporating tax. Pretty standard stuff. And what I really like about this one is it's a little different than the current models out for the Speedtimer. So we have the Panda dial, which is of course one of the ones which I love, one of my favorites. And then you have different colored dials, but you don't really have anything like this where it has a hint of gold or a different color to the metal. And this was a really nice touch. We did recently get a Frozen trophy. It was like a athlete inspired Speedtimer, which had an ice blue dial and it had black on the bracelet as well as the bezel. But as far as gold or a different metal or precious style metal, this is pretty much the only one we got so far. I know a lot of people were requesting this not to be limited edition as it was only 300 pieces and it sold out very quickly on the website, which Beams released it on. So really cool. And we can compare it to the Panda, and they each have their own unique look, but something about this just gives me like a throwback vibe, which I really just like. It's kind of like a cool, you know, vintage looking chronograph that you just throw on the weekend and it just kind of does this thing. It's like a really nice vibe. All right, let's get it on wrist and see how it fits. All right, guys, here it is on wrist and fits beautifully. 39mm case, so it's a very compact professional watch. Nice little semi box crystal there. Very nice fit and looks spectacular. Like I said, something about like the vintage era, like this, just the two-tone just reminds me of that so much. Back in the 80s and 90s when everyone wanted two-tone Datejust and the Daytona with the gold on it, like it fits that vibe so perfectly. Seiko isn't copying Rolex. They had their own Speedtimer, and I think this is a perfect representation of their history, a reinterpretation of a very legendary model which they once had, the official timekeeper for the Olympics. So that's something that you can't forget and gotta pay respect to this watch for. But very cool, and I definitely think that this is a really nice chronograph to have no matter what budget your watch box is. It could be full of Pateks and Rolexes, but I feel like this is still a very special and unique piece, and I would definitely find motivation to wear this. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below.